Hi guys, it's Mina Marzano here at Medicare Insiders. In today's video, we're going to be talking about building your referral base, so stay tuned for more. So being a sales agent means that a lot of our time is dedicated to getting leads, finding leads, prospecting, getting in front of people, finding new ways to get in front of people. And really referrals are one of the best kind of leads that you can get. So referrals are not only low cost, but they're also going to be very high closing ratios. So people that you talk to who have already gotten your information from someone that they know are going to be a lot more likely to trust you. Their guard's already going to be down, and it's a lot more probable that you're going to end up closing that sale rather than a lead that maybe is a cold lead or someone that you just met, who signed something to give you permission to call them on a mailer or an internet lead or something of that nature. So referrals are what we are after in this business. So today we're going to talk about a couple of ways that you can intentionally increase that referral base, and hopefully this will be helpful to you and your business in getting in front of more people. So the very first tip, and this one might sound silly and a little bit redundant, but I have to state it because there is a statistic out there that says that people don't ask for referrals. So my first tip is ask for a referral. The statistic is 91% of consumers or clients are willing to give a referral, but only 11% of salespeople actually ask for the referral. So that tells me there's a lot of people out there who are not asking for the referral. So I love to think that everyone watching me is out there doing it, but the truth of the matter is the numbers speak for themselves. A lot of us are not. So ask, ask, ask. When you're in front of that person, when you're done with that appointment, you want to make sure that you're asking. And I want to give you guys this tip too here. Don't sound desperate when you ask for a referral. Don't say, hey, this can really help me out. I really need to make rent and I need to get another sale. So do you know anyone? That's just never a good look. Doesn't feel comfortable for either of the parties involved, hopefully. So don't do that. Take an approach that keeps the clients at the center. So do you know anyone that could benefit from these resources? Do you know anyone who needs assistance with their Medicare plan or something along those lines where it's centered around the client and how you can provide your services to them? Give your business cards if you're doing face-to-face, but definitely make sure that after every appointment, you are asking for that referral. Tip 2 is to create value with your clients. So it kind of goes hand in hand with asking, right? We're creating that value in that initial appointment that we're having or secondary appointment or whatever. When we're writing this person on a plan, we're putting them on the best plan for them, something that's going to make them feel comfortable with it. That's going to meet their needs. And also here's an opportunity to see if there's anything additional that you can do for them. I know a lot of agents who have won their clients over by doing a Medicaid application for them or a Medicare savings program application for them so that they can get some savings on their Medicare Advantage plan, get their premiums paid for and these kinds of things. So if you can go out of your way to do an assessment, a needs analysis with your client and really find out what are the gaps in coverage that this person has and how can I use my knowledge to fill in those gaps. When you create yourself or you make yourself that valuable resource, it's going to become very natural for them to want to refer you to their friends and family. Have you ever been to a restaurant and it was really good and you wanted to tell all your friends about it? I know I do this all the time. If I go to a restaurant or I go to, a nice coffee shop or something, people are not asking me for referrals, but I'm giving them out because I had such a great experience. Oh gosh, you have to try the fish here. You have to try this dish here. You have to try, going shopping here. When we have a good experience, naturally, we're going to want to share that with other people. So as agents, we have to keep that at the forefront of our minds. When our clients have a good experience with us, they're going to tell their friends about it naturally without us even having to ask. Still, we want to ask, but it's really nice when we can get those kind of referrals simply because our clients value the work that we do so much. Tip 3, and this one is kind of a mixture between 1 and 2, but is doing a post-enrollment call. So if you missed the opportunity to ask for that referral on that first appointment, then you have another opportunity by doing that post-enrollment call. And that post-enrollment call is also going to create that value. So you're checking in with your client, making sure they're still comfortable with everything that you discussed, making sure that they got their ID cards if it's that time, asking them if they need any assistance with scheduling any appointments, or if they want to go over how to order over the counter, anything of that nature that you could kind of inject yourself into that conversation and make yourself a resource for any additional things that might have come up between the time that you enrolled your client and the time that you're calling. Great opportunity at the end of that conversation to ask again, do you or can you think of anyone that could benefit from these kind of resources? Do you know anyone who needs assistance? If you're putting them on a plan that has certain kind of benefits, like a healthy foods card, do you know anyone that could also benefit from a healthy foods card? This kind of thing works really well with people. They naturally want to be helpful to other people around them. So they're going to, kind of dig in their minds and see who could benefit and hopefully pass your information along to that person. Tip number 4 is making yourself a local resource. So if you're not already involved in your community to some extent, my recommendation is to go ahead and try to start getting involved somehow. So if you don't already have kind of a sphere of influence, or, maybe like a church that you go to, or a place where you volunteer regularly, or stores that you visit frequently, then start being a little bit more intentional about going out, seeing opportunities where you can talk to people, let people know that you're in this business, right? Your friends maybe are not Medicare eligibles, but they have moms and grandmoms and granddads that maybe can use the services that you provide. So you want everyone around you to know these are the services that you're offering. This is what you're doing. If you go to like a church or volunteering, or maybe there's a little bodega, a store or something that you attend, then you can ask maybe to put your business cards up or to put up a flyer on a bulletin board. These are things that are going to generate those referrals for you. Just letting someone know, hey, I offer Medicare, maybe like a cashier at a store or something. Hey, I'm an agent. If you happen to run into anyone who you think might need assistance, or, then they might refer people to you. You never know. This is the slow planting, right? So the reaping and sowing, these are not things that you're going to maybe get that lead generation like that right away. But as we sow and we sow, we're going to start reaping those benefits of that time that we put in to marketing ourselves, to letting people know that we're offering these services, and it's going to come back to us eventually as those referrals that we want. And the last tip that I have is to establish your online presence. So if you don't already have a Facebook, I recommend Facebook. There are other social media platforms, as we know out there. There's a gazillion. There's Instagram and TikTok and all of them. But I think Facebook is probably one of the best ones, especially for the business and the market that we're in. So create a Facebook business page. These are super easy to make. You literally just kind of click a couple of buttons. And then try to be consistent with your posting. This is a great way for people to kind of build some trust with you before they meet you, right? It legitimizes you in a way. Here's my Facebook. They can see your picture. They can see some of your posts. They know you're a real person. So this is another great way to get your name out there. People are floating around on social media all the time. You never know what they're going to see, who they're going to see it from. And if you start getting interaction on your Facebook profile, you get people to share it. They're sharing it to their friends, to their family. You never know who might contact you for assistance. So if you don't have a Facebook, I recommend getting on Facebook and getting yourself, your name, your face, getting it out there so that people know that you are the local expert in your market. And that's all I have for you guys today. So biggest thing here, make sure that you're asking for those referrals. Make sure that you're talking to people out in the streets, right? The first thing that comes up in conversation is usually, What do you do? What do you do for work, right? Oh, well, I sell Medicare. So if you happen to know anyone, it just becomes a very natural kind of dialogue where you can let people know, I do this. If you need assistance or you know someone who needs it, let me know. I am more than qualified to help. So that's all for now. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to our Facebook group, Medicare Insiders, if you want to be an insider. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.